Oh yeah, we're gonna get hardcore. We're gonna get hardcore in here.
We can try to record everything officially backwards, so I could say, time until.
No. You got to do it phonetically. You gotta do it phonetically, not by words.
No, then
not words backwards. You gotta do it phonetically backwards.
That's
you gotta be like,
just fix it right now. Go into Windows.
No, because he's not gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about. He's gonna get lost. He's eating the fuck. He's
Look.
eating his pop filter. How the hell am I gonna show him how to fucking do that when he's eating a pop filter? Are you kidding me? What version do you have?
It's under tools. It's under tools.
I don't have anything that says tools.
On the top left.
Are you kidding me?
I don't have anything that says tools.
Okay, no. On the top left, there should
I believe you.
You should have tabs, Skype, contacts, conversation, call, view, tools, and help.
Adrian, I'm sorry. David, what the fuck? This guy doesn't know how to fucking manage Skype.
Yay!
Adrian has redeemed himself.
Hello, and welcome to the Hardcore Casual Podcast. Again, the podcast for the working class geek that's too hardcore to be casual or too freaking not paying attention. King Legal Forest.
Start it again.
He had the good tick, and then you started talking about Destiny.
Show me how
2.
you
I know,
do it.
you're like... Show me what you got. Hello, and welcome to the Hardcore Casuals Podcast, the podcast for the working class geek that's too hardcore to be casual, but too casual to be hardcore. I'm Adrian.
I'm David.
I'm Danny.
You know, I'm not really feeling this.
Neither am I. I'm going to sleep.
It's like open world gameplay. I'm not sure.
Well...
I thought you were talking about the podcast. You
Well,
know, I don't even feel like introducing myself. I should all know who we are by now. God forbid this is the first time to listen to one of us.
The reason why they're calling it open world gameplay, I don't think it's going to be open world gameplay, but the reason why they're calling it open world gameplay is because they actually added, like the version of, for example, in Destiny 1, it has the bounties. There we go. The bounties and the patrols. Now think of the bounties being contacts in the field or in the what is it, the farm, one of those social zones. You get the missions from them, and then you go off to the actual patrol zone. And I think there are actually contacts in there as well. And each of those contacts have tiered missions. And the higher tiered you go, the more difficult the missions get.
What the fuck? I'm looking at... No, this is Destiny 1. What is this?
What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
No, but this thing says Destiny 2 open world gameplay, and right now they're walking through the church. From Destiny 1.
From...
No, wait.
It is Destiny 2 because everything takes place in the European Dead Zone. So you're gonna find a lot of...
Hold on a second.
So it's the same
it's
church.
Probably the same design. I mean, everything looks like fucking...
Yeah,
everything
it's the
looks
same
like
freaking church.
Everything...
Oh, look at that. There's a scout guy there that he's talking to. It's like Call of Duty almost.
Everything in the European Dead Zone, everything in the European Dead Zone with buildings and shit looks exactly like Gears of War, which is exactly like the map from Destiny 1.
Yeah, this is... look, and he talks to the guy, and he gives him missions. This looks like...
Yeah.
Oh, what's that game? Dead Island. That's kind of how that looked.
Dead Island? Oh, right. Yeah.
Dead Island.
That's kind of the idea that... I guess, yeah, that's the idea they're kind of going for. But it's more... That's where the open world's
Joined heroic event. Defeat the dude.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually be interested more. You guys know I don't like first-person shooters much, but I would be more interested in that, what you just described, like an open world, as opposed to fixed maps all the time. So that actually might be something that interests me more.
Well, the open beta is next Tuesday for PC, so if you want to join in on that.
Next Tuesday, I will be in Jamaica.
There's internet in Jamaica, right?
Yeah, exactly. I know for a fact there's... Wait, are you going to Sandals?
No. I'm actually going on a cruise. So I'll be on a cruise, and then
shit.
by next Tuesday, I should be in Jamaica.
Oh, look, this person got a blue engram.
A blue engram. Oh, the new Destiny 2 app, which is basically the Destiny 1 app upgraded. Apparently now they'll be giving us clan activities, and the more we do, the more XP we get in with that, because there's an XP bar apparently.
What kind of activities? Like sewing, underwater basket weaving? What activities?
I don't know. It doesn't say yet.
Corsage?
It was updated today, so there's really no information on it. It just says it'll become available when Destiny 2 releases.
So I just was reading a very sad article that confirms that Jared Leto's going to be the Joker, and there's going to be a Suicide Squad 2 and more shit with him.
Todd.
I know.
This is actually old news, though.
I hate it. Why is this happening? This proves that there is no God and there is no love in the universe, but the devil does exist because we're getting more Joker.
They released,
Jared Leto.
yeah, that's been around for like 2 months now.
Well, I just found out, and it makes me sad.
I'm so sorry. My condolences to you and your loved ones.
Why is this happening?
I don't know.
Seriously.
I don't know.
Why is this happening? Why are we going to get
Did
more
they not
of that
see
shit?
your screening?
Exactly. This is terrible. I don't know me gusta.
It's terrible.
It's
What I saw was that they were going to do Joker movies that were standalone, but with a younger Joker that wasn't him.
Well,
But
look,
now,
according to
if they're going to
Screen Rant,
they said they were going to do younger Joker movies outside of the continuity, just about him, and then the ones that are about Suicide Squad and anything in the main universe, he'd be back in it. So it's like they're trying to play different people playing the Joker depending on the film.
I think they should just drop that altogether.
what I want to know is how the hell did Suicide Squad 2 get greenlit? That movie is shit.
The first one was crap, yeah.
Because it made money. People were stupid enough to go watch it.
Yeah, it made money just like Dawn of Justice made money.
Did it really make money? Can
Yeah,
can we stop it from
Yeah.
making money?
We don't want this. Nobody wants this.
Look,
But for some
listen. One of the
reason, it made
one of the
money.
last episodes, you wanted a time machine. Can we use that time machine you got to make it not make money? 'Cause
Look,
I don't
after
don't-
Attack of the Clones, people still went to go see Revenge of the Sith or whatever the third one was called.
Hey, that was the best of the shitty prequels. Okay, he killed younglings.
Young Link?
No, no one kills young Link. What are you talking about?
Time paradox.
That's
Also wrong genre.
Exactly.
I didn't know Young Link was in.
If
episode
young
3.
Link was there at the Jedi Temple, Anakin would be dead. Nothing would have happened. There would be no Star Wars. Link would have just stopped it from happening because he's.
Do you remember how much CG was in that movie?
It was all
Holy
CG.
crap,
It was
yes.
all freaking
Yes.
CG. Like
It's
It made
like
the Matrix,
the entire-
it
Have you
made
seen the behind
Matrix
the
Reloaded
scenes?
look realistic.
Have you seen the behind the scenes to the filming? It's just like people walking in front of a green room. It's not a green screen. It's a fucking green
It's a
room.
green room, yeah.
It's a-
They're in a studio and everything's green.
Like, no wonder their freaking acting sucked. I mean, you have nothing to react to. That's like the thing about film. Like, and I think was it Liam? Not what the fuck am I saying?
No, but
Ian
Ewan McGregor
McKellen
was still good. Ewan McGregor is still good no matter what.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's not as good as he is in other movies because he's not reacting to shit. Ian McKellen, Sir Ian McKellen, they did the same shit for The Hobbit. Lord of the Rings, they actually used either semi-real props or they filmed on location in places, and they were able to act and react, and that's why the Lord of the Rings movies were great. But then you go to The Hobbit, and it's just like Star Wars. It's all freaking CG. And at one point, Sir Ian McKellen actually broke down in tears saying, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. This is not acting. Being in a freaking green room, talking to X's on a wall. I mean, it just kills filmmaking. And now I'm getting hardcore about movies, and I don't want.
It presents a problem when you have all the actors in a green screen covered room, and they're being told, okay, that tennis ball, that's an alien shooting you in the face. Seriously?
You can't react to that crap. How do you react to that? That's that's why I really don't like. I mean, it's like a double-edged sword. CGI. We're able to create all these beautiful environments we never would have seen, even with the best model makers out there. But you lose that chemistry, that realism. Like, that's one of the things I like about the old like the models. Actually, at least they were there. Somebody could react to something. A guy in a rubber suit, you could react to him instead of a tennis ball or an X on a screen.
His suit's so tight. No, man. When I saw how
You guys made me
Ewan
rant.
McGregor was fighting Christian, whatever the fudge that guy's name is,
Yeah.
I was just like, holy crap, what abomination is this going to be? Because I remember seeing that before the movie came out, just like behind the scenes stuff.
You mean where the lightsabers weren't touching at all?
Yeah, and then it's all that molten, when they're on molten core. They tried to duo molten core and they failed.
They two-man molten core. And they got pissed off at each other.
Yep.
The whelps! You keep aggroing the whelps!
You take aggro. I'm not a tank.
Brown cloak Jedi, left side.
Then
Black
Anakin looks
cloak
over.
Jedi, even side.
Anakin looks over. That's a 50 DKP minus! No!
Anakin, throw more
Revenge
dots.
of the WoW.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't go back there.
No,
again.
we can't.
Not again.
Not again. But yeah, how do we get to this point?
Yeah, how
in
did
the
we
show?
end up there?
I don't know. I am
We were
working on
talking
my
about-
I am working on my second glass of vodka by an
We were
awesome
talking
brand.
about the movies for DC. How did we end up here?
I don't
Oh,
know.
because of the CG in the movies, and that transitioned into the CG and Star Wars, which were abysmal.
Well, yeah, you guys know that I'm very passionate about the use of CG. I'd rather see a freaking movie that's all rubber suits and models than CG.
I actually almost walked out of the third movie.
The Hobbit,
Everything-
or Revenge of the Sith.
Star Wars, because everything was, first off, like you said, everything was CG from beginning to the very end, and on top of that, everything was out of focus. And I'm not talking about like the theater, the guy had it out of focus. No. The actual movie was out of focus. People that
Yeah.
were supposed to be in focus were out of focus, and like the wrong thing was in focus, and it's like, oh my gosh, my eyes.
The whole prequel trilogy was just terribly done, but Revenge of the Sith is probably the best of all of them as far as the content and the film itself. But it's still shit. It's like they're all shit. Some are better than the others, but it's still shit.
I'm reading about James Cameron telling Patty Jenkins that Wonder Woman's a step backwards.
Yes, I read that shit. What the fuck is up his ass? He hasn't made a good movie, and I'm sorry, Avatar does not count. He hasn't made a freaking good movie since Titanic, maybe.
Was Avatar supposed to count? Because that movie sucks, motherfucking
That movie, no.
ass.
Some people freaking go apeshit about Avatar. I think it's
And
bullshit.
they shouldn't, because Avatar blows.
Yeah, that was the
There's
almost
an unfortunate
overhyped.
reason why they made a ride out of it.
No, but yeah, right. But I mean, here he is. He's commenting on. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, yes, Wonder Woman's not the greatest movie ever made. It shouldn't have won, but it was a damn good movie and probably the best DC movie, and the character was fantastic. Why is he trying to come back into the limelight? He's like that little kid. Oh, but me. Dude, you haven't made a good movie with a strong female character in God knows when. So who the hell are you to talk about this right now? I mean,
Sarah Connor was not a beauty icon. She was strong, she was troubled, she was a terrible mother, and she earned the respect of the audience through pure grit. And to me, the benefit of characters like Sarah is so obvious. I mean, half the audience is female. That's what he's saying.
But do you get the implication? He basically just called her, "Oh, you're ugly." My character is better because
That's the
she's
takeaway
ugly.
from this. That's the takeaway from this.
No, he's basically saying that, yeah, they cast a supermodel to be Wonder Woman, and it's like, oh.
And she
well,
pulled it off. Shit, dude, remember how Danny and I were like, what the hell is Gal Gadot doing being Wonder Woman? Forget
no,
that
I
crap.
remember.
And then we watched the movie and we're like, she sold it. She sold me.
After the failure of Dawn of Justice, I walked in there not expecting a damn thing, and then I walked in there, I walked out like, holy mother of pearl, I was blown away.
Yeah,
Then again, my
I want
standards
to
were set
see
so
more. I
low.
want to see more Gal Gadot as
Exactly.
Wonder Woman.
Exactly,
I mean,
yeah.
I still don't think she physically embodies
No,
the
of course
character, but she did it emotionally. She did it with her range of her little range of acting. She did a good job. And with Patty Jenkins directing her and building everything around her just the right way. I want to see more of that.
the movie's not about her. The movie's about Captain Kirk. It has nothing to do with actual Gal Gadot. It's just about him.
Well, we could go into another topic on that, but I love the fact that they, Wonder Woman could have been this whole, politically driven, agenda driven thing, and they didn't do that, and they put in a strong, when I say small, well, he is short, a strong male supporting actor that if he wasn't in the movie and didn't do what he did in the movie would collapse. Anyways, the movie's freaking great. Shut up. What the hell is this guy doing trying to piss on Gal Gadot and Wonder Woman when he hasn't done shit in God knows when?
People get shot that
Avatar.
way. Avatar.
And he's saying, how many Avatar sequels did he say he wants to make?
Wasn't there like 6, something like
What's
that?
the bullcrap metal on that freaking planet? Unobtainium or some shit like that?
Bullshit.
Or like
Tanium.
raritanium? Oh, what the hell is
Vibranium.
it?
This is not a ripoff of Dances with Wolves and Ferngully Atanium.
Yeah, unobtainium. What the hell kind of stupid shit is that? Humans mined unobtainium to save Earth from its energy crisis. Oh, F you.
Yeah.
Did
So
everything in my power to
stupid.
forget that
Avatar's
movie.
like the worst crap ever.
I remember going.
No, it's not the
I remember
worst
going
crap
to
ever.
watch
Twilight
it.
is the worst crap ever.
I remember going to watch it, and I seriously was wondering, why is everybody making a big deal about this movie? I watched it in 3D, IMAX 3D. I watched it just, oh, you gotta watch it in IMAX 3D. And I went to go do it. I'm like, okay, why am I doing this?
I give full credit to the people that helped make the movie, and they made the system that lets you view 3D in real time when they're shooting the film. All of the people involved, crew, that worked to bring this technology to life, mad respect for all of them. But for James Cameron to be like, oh, I'm the greatest filmmaker ever, doing the bullshit that he did? Nah, get out of here.
It wasn't an original story. I've seen this before. I remember the whole time I was watching, I'm like, Ferngully. You all seen Ferngully, right? You did have childhoods.
Yeah. I think. I'm not sure.
You
I don't know about my childhood, but I definitely did see it.
David, you haven't seen Ferngully?
I saw Willow.
Willow, man, Val Kilmer, and what? Oh, Saoirse, man, I totally had it in for Saoirse. I think Saoirse is the reason why I'm attracted to redheads.
Peter Dinklage. Preter Dinklage.
No, that's
Before he was
you
Peter
can't
Dinklage.
confuse the
Exactly.
two.
It's Preter Dinklage.
No. Oh my gosh, no! You can't, and how come I can't forget? I can't remember his name right now.
I'm
Oh my God.
I'm looking at a picture of a pickup truck in the back of a scene in Game of Thrones.
Oh my God! Did you guys? I inadvertently stumbled upon the spoiler for the next episode, and I'm so pissed. Well, I'm not pissed off because I knew it was gonna happen, but like, I'm upset that they took it that direction. And I don't know if you guys have stumbled upon it. I'm not gonna talk about it, obviously, no spoilers. But damn, I can't.
Is the season done yet?
No, the Sunday in the season is done. Can you believe it? Just freaking 7 short. Well, not short, but 7
It's the season
episodes.
finale.
The season.
Just 7 episodes.
Finale.
The season finale.
Did you guys watch the last
Finale.
episode?
Vision
I did.
nailed. Nope.
Wait, who did not?
I didn't.
Danny's
I
not
haven't
going to
seen-
watch until it's all done.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to talk
Sweet.
about things.
Dude.
It was a good episode. It was a good episode.
Actually,
It's all
it
culminating.
was a good episode, but like one thing I've noticed. Okay, we're not gonna talk about a specific episode. Let's just talk about the season in general, especially this season. Is it just me, or yes, there's great moments. I'm not gonna. In fact, this season probably has some of the best moments in this series. But the other content, does it just feel like now that they're strayed away from the books because they've gone ahead of the books, that it's lost some. It's
Depth.
lost depth. It's lost depth.
Yeah.
It's lost its direction. It doesn't feel as full.
Well, the reason exactly that's happened is because
They don't have content to build from.
George Martin gave them an outline of where he was going with the story.
An abstract outline.
Yeah, so they're basically just piecing it, going from point to point, but not filling it out in too much detail. I guess maybe if they're trying to maintain continuity with the books, so he can write in the gaps. But I feel like they just don't have any idea, and they're just trying to end it.
Yeah. Like it feels like
yeah.
it feels like it's missing so much because I'm rewatching the series from the beginning, and I'm just noticing that like man, like the first episodes, the first seasons, were just so full of content and just better written, just better dialogue. And now that they don't have source material, you can tell
It's
that
like you can tell that the big episodes, the ones that you're like, that you really feel, those are the ones that are probably the plot point on his abstract.
Yes,
outline.
precisely. But even just something like in the last episode, and since Danny hasn't seen it, I can't get into it. But like, there were moments where you think
major
something
plot
should have
holes.
happened, and Again, I'm not talking bad about Game of Thrones. I am sitting at the edge of my seat to see
If you actually
conclusion.
sit there and think about it and you pay attention, you're like, that, what? Why?
Yeah.
It's like, how long has she had dragons?
Oh,
Yeah, so
No,
So like, why now? Like, it's a question now.
Well, you also have to remember. You also have to remember that they're kind of flying blind, but they're also asking what's his face
George R. R. Martin.
George R. R. Martin for his approval on the scripts.
Well,
he
basically said like this is like David said, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, and it ends here. And so they have like waypoints. They have waypoints, and but the space between point A and point B, they're making shit up. They're trying to fill in that gap, and you could tell that it's just not what it used to be as opposed to when they had the source material.
I was afraid that was going to happen.
It didn't. I mean, last season was also one where there wasn't a book for, and it did better. But this season, not so much.
I'm not sure. I really felt last season any more than I'm feeling this season, to tell you the truth.
Really?
I think the last season where I kind of felt it the whole way through was for the watch. That was the last season where I felt like.
Well, that was the last one they actually had.
Yeah. Since
content
then,
for.
It kind of felt like, okay, we're just trying to speed to our conclusion now. We have to get to the true topic at hand.
Rick and Morty. Adrian,
Half-Life 3.
If you want to talk about Rick and Morty, I'll talk about Rick and Morty. I mean, listen, I love the show as well. I love Rick and Morty. The first 2 seasons, I mean, I could watch that over and over. It's one of the few shows I could kind of rewatch and enjoy. I'm not feeling this season either. It's almost like something's lacking in this season.
It's the complete opposite for me. I am feeling it 100%. I am rewatching each of those episodes like 2 or 3 times.
It feels so, I don't know, for me, it just feels so weak. They've done more creative and funny things. And, I mean, I'm not saying that what they're doing right now is not creative. It's not at the same level. It's not the same par. It's like, they're not bringing their A game. They're bringing their B game.
What they're doing is they're going episode by episode, like the monster, air quotes, monster of the week type thing. But the whole, if you kind of notice, it has a darker undertone now. So like, even, did you see the last episode?
I'm totally caught up on Rick and Morty.
Okay, so like the last episode had the story of Jerry, and it was basically about him. And you kind of see like this other side, and it just feels like they're going into this really dark, like a more serious, darker and direction. There we go. With this season, and I'm all for it. I'm loving it because we still have to figure out what's all this about Rick. Like what's his story, But
and listen, like here's the thing. What I'm not feeling about this season. Maybe because it's getting a little darker, as like you say. For me, it's getting duller. For me, the humor isn't as on point as before. It's getting blander for me. I mean, it's still funny, it's still creative. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as memorable. Like the first 2 seasons, there are some memorable moments, memorable scenes, memorable quips and commentary. Not commentary, but memorable quotes and memorable lines, memorable dialogue.
How many more times are you going to say memorable?
Memorable.
I'm going to have a counter.
Memorable memories. I'm gonna beat the Suicide Squad pop music counter. But in this, like seriously, I've like forgotten shit. I'm like, oh, did I watch episode 2? The one that kind of mimics Mad Max? Oh yeah, I did. I don't remember the whole point of it. Like it doesn't hit home. At least not for me.
They're just telling the story of like what's happening now that this person is gone.
Okay,
like,
well, no,
kind of.
Yeah, and this person is Bird Person. Where is Bird Person?
Where? That's
Michael
not the
Keaton?
person, but okay. Michael Keaton, yes. Birdman.
No, not Birdman. Not Birdman. Bird Person.
But it's now showing like the whole dysfunctional relationship between. I almost said Elliot. And I almost said Sarah Chalk.
Jerry.
Between the mother and her father, and how it's affecting the kids.
And the thing is, I think that is the problem. Rick and Morty just started as a just lighthearted cartoon based off of Back to the Future, based off of Doc Brown and Marty McFly. It's just
sort of. It had the little undertone
but it's
with the wubba lubba dub dub.
It's lighthearted. Just shoot from the hip. Just blah. No real structure. No real It was just boom blah. Let's just get the shit out there. Well, and now they're trying to make a structure and a plot line. It's kind of like that's not what you started as.
But that's the thing, though. They did have a structure. It's just that getting to that point, they had to fill it with other funny stuff. That's why from, episode 2 of season 1, they started with the wubba lubba dub dub stuff, and then you find out at the end exactly what that means. It's been there the whole time. It's just that at the end, it's like, bam, this is why he's been saying this whole time. It's like, whoa, dude. And then in season 2...
Really? You got that? That was your moment? You had that? Oh, my God, dude.
Yeah, it was an epiphany. It was mind blown. And then in season 2, they go deeper into that with the whole Tiny Rick episode. And now in what season are we in? 3? I don't even know. I'm lost.
3.
In season 3, yeah. So in season 2, they go deeper into that, and now in season 3, it's like all about it. And I'm curious to see how it's going to end. Like where is this journey going? Because it may seem random and boring for you now. But I think it's going to be like in season 1 where you had everything was lighthearted, and then suddenly it's like, oh crap, this guy actually has issues. What's going on here? I'm hoping and I'm guessing and hoping that that's the way it's going to be.
I guess. Well, you take Rick and Morty very seriously. I could hear, and I don't. I guess that's the thing. I felt that the show was never meant to be taken seriously, and now it's trying to. But
well. Here's the thing, and this is where it gets a little funky, is like in one of the episodes, everyone went crazy about the whole, they switched Jerry's in the second, I said second episode, second season.
Oh, yeah.
When they went to the Jerry, to the Jerry care. He's like, oh, is this your Jerry? Is this my Jerry? Oh, I don't know. Here, just swap just in case. And then they just leave it. It's like, so we could potentially be following a completely different Rick and Morty.
No, I think by now we are. I mean, there's been so many. There's the Council of Ricks and all the freaking Mortys that were tied up to that machine getting pricked and crap. And I mean, we're not with the same people we started with by now, for sure.
But this all season, it seems like it's getting darker and it's developing the characters more. Instead of Morty being the clueless one, now he's like fed up with the way things are going, and he's getting more serious, and he's like, okay, dude, enough of this crap. I'm tired of it. Blah, blah, blah. Like with the second episode, what is it? The third episode?
The third episode.
No, the third one. The third one with the Vindicators.
Wait, wasn't the Vindicators the last episode?
No. The last episode was the Rick and Jerry episode.
You see, oh yeah, that's right. The
Ricky Bobby.
That's right.
Ricky Bobby.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake.
That's where, at least where I'm coming from.
Terribly funny.
Me, I forgot about it already. It's like, what? But
yeah,
I'm Pickle Rick. Yeah.
We're in the opposites. We're kind of. I guess we're at opposite ends as far as this season goes.
I mean, I'm still gonna keep watching. I'm not saying the show is bad. I mean,
it's just a slow start for you.
A slow start. I mean, like, where's the shit that I enjoyed? You know, I enjoyed the drunken improv dialogue and crap. And now I think you're right. You know, it's taking a darker tone, but I just feel like it's getting more serious. And for me, the show was just like a lighthearted, nonsensical crap.
It was like a twisted Marty McFly and Doc Brown.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been quiet. What have you been doing?
I've been playing Hearthstone.
Fuck, you're always playing Hearthstone.
When are you not playing Hearthstone? Jeez.
I'm here just attacking things. You guys are talking about Rick and Morty. I'm like, yeah, you guys have fun.
Well, we were having a good, back and forth on that one. I enjoyed that little conversation.
You guys had your.
I enjoyed that.
It was like a point counterpoint.
Yeah, you guys had your chance with Game of Thrones. Now, shit.
Everyone gets to participate.
Game of Thrones.
Exactly.
And just like you, when you guys talk about Destiny, I'm just like,
exactly. Well, no, you get your chance next week with the beta. So, yeah, exactly. Twiddling thumbs and shit.
Next week when I'm in Jamaica.
Oh, that's right. You're gonna be gone for the whole week.
No, but actually, I do want to get into the beta, so I gotta make sure I get that shit ready because I do want to try that out. Because the way you made it,
you're gonna make sure to play it at Jamaica. When are you back though? Because it ends on Thursday.
Oh fuck! Really? No, I'm back on Sunday.
It's a really weird schedule for some reason. I guess because the
why
game
is it- why is it
releases
so
the week
short?
after. I think it's because the game releases the week after, so they're like, "Shit, we can't really do this in the week, and let's do it the week before."
What type of beta is only a week long?
The PC beta? I don't know. The PC version isn't even coming out until October. The console versions are coming out the 6th of September. So by the time you get into Destiny, we are already done with it, basically.
Nah, you guys will be into the multiplayer. I could get in and play with you guys.
Again, you're under the impression that there's crossplay.
Oh, really? There's not going to be any crossplay?
Nope.
I thought you said earlier that there will be, and I could join you guys.
Cross save, but that was X'd out as well. There will be no cross anything.
Oh my God,
They
I
don't
think
want- they
that's
don't
a
want-
big missed opportunity.
Well, the problem is they don't want unfair advantages between the keyboard and mouse players and the controller players, which, if you've
Keyboard
seen
and
any of the
mouse are
stream-
best for first-person shooters.
But if you see some of the guys that David and I have seen streaming, these guys are with a controller. It's ridiculous. It's like, why bother with a keyboard and mouse? These guys are freaking. They get headshots like just no scoping, like what David and I were talking about the other earlier today.
Wait, better
Just getting
performance than a keyboard and mouse?
And it's ridiculous how, like David and I saw. I think it was who was it? The Luminosity or was it KJ Hovey? Where one of the guys he saw like one of the in PvP one of the guys just running across the field and bouncing around doing everything, and he had the crosshairs perfectly on the guy's head, just going like that, and then kill. I was like, oh, what?
It's impossible. You have to
ridiculous.
lead the target in true sniping.
Exactly. But this guy was like on point with that crap. It's like, dude, why are they making boundaries if you have people like these guys that are freaking on point with a sniper rifle from the other side of the map? That's absurd.
I gotta see this video you speak of.
I think it's just the aim assist that happens on consoles.
It's got to be the aim assist. It's a lot harder on consoles because I think it's a lot. I think they reduced it for PC. Obviously, the beta isn't out yet. This is what I've read, that they've reduced it on PC. But
Did I
whatever,
just
guess
hear
we'll-
you say that consoles having aim assist makes consoles harder? 'Cause
No,
that's-
to aim
No.
on a console is harder, so that's why they put aim assist in there.
exactly.
Well, no. Aim assist in Destiny 1 is hard because you're trying to fucking shoot someone and somebody out of frame crosses you and suddenly your aim assist is looking at him, and aim assist is kind of broken in Destiny 1. Supposedly it was fixed for Destiny 2. So I'm hoping
Well, you guys
that's
will
the
be able to
case.
find out next week.
Yeah. Again.
Well, I'll be in Jamaica.
Well, because we played the beta on the console.
You like it so far?
No.
There was really nothing to do. There was not a whole lot to do, but it was exactly what I was expecting, so I was not disappointed.
Didn't I hear one of you guys say that it's pretty much Destiny 1?
I think David said it. I don't know where he is. He's up here for me.
Yeah, you point in my
Oh
direction.
no! It was. I think it was me that it was basically Destiny 1. It was. Well, we both say it. The only difference is I was expecting it. David was expecting something mind blowing or different or whatever.
No, it's just that I don't like it.
Really?
I was expecting a little bit more because I feel like Destiny 2 is too much of the same of Destiny 1. And we played so much Destiny 1 that it was just burning out. It's like it feels like Destiny 2 should be an expansion to Destiny 1, not a whole new game. And they didn't do enough things to
Time
Destiny
out.
2 to make it feel like it's a brand new game.
I think you meant the other way around. I think you went dyslexic there. That
No.
you said that you just said that Destiny 2 feels like an expansion when it doesn't feel like
No,
an
no, that it-
expansion where it should feel
That
like
it should have been. Yeah, it
Exactly.
feels like an expansion. It should have been an expansion because the full game, the actual standalone game, does not feel
like a new
like
game.
like a new full fleshed out game.
Yeah, it's not
With-
good enough.
I mean, yeah,
The
that's what he's saying.
we saw one strike, which felt more like a raid, which was kind of cool. But just
Yeah.
everything about the game just felt too much like the original, which I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna throw off a lot of the people that played a lot of Destiny 1, and they're thinking, "Oh, but these people are big fans. This is gonna be great. We're gonna retain them, and they're gonna be happy." I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like it's too similar, too much of the same bad guys, same everything. It's just not new enough. And I think that's going to be their downfall.
That's my only gripe with it, is that it's going to be the same bad guys, just different versions of them. Like
more
like
Cabal,
upgraded.
more Fallen, more every same shit.
Yeah,
you have to make your sequel. I mean, I understand you gotta keep some elements of the original content that people fell in love with, but you have to expand upon it and make it a different experience. For example, Mass Effect. I'll never forget. I remember, David, you were the one who got me into the whole Mass Effect series. And I remember playing Mass Effect, and I was like, oh my god, this game's freaking amazing. You can't beat this game. And then you're like, no, Adrian, get Mass Effect 2. I'm like, how can you make Mass Effect better than it is? And you're like, dude, stop talking.
Mass Effect 2 was the Judgment Day of the video game.
Exactly. Because Terminator was a great movie, but Judgment Day was freaking amazeballs. And Mass Effect's a freaking awesome game, but Mass Effect 2?
The subtitle to Mass Effect 2 should have been Mass Effector.
But that's a good example. I mean, you get what worked on the original content, and then you make new stuff that expands upon it and just makes it that much better. I mean, no one right now will say Mass Effect 1 is a bad game. It's a freaking amazing game. But then you go to Mass Effect 2, and you got freaking... I mean, Mass Effect 1 is gold. Mass Effect 2 is platinum. I mean, it's freaking amazeballs. But it doesn't discredit the first one.
Mass Effect 2, I think, is perfection. I really do. I think that's as close to perfection as you can come.
I could come a lot, so...
I figured you were going to say that.
I knew it. I was waiting for it, too.
It's Adrian!
Adrian happened.
Not while I'm drinking vodka, dude. That went up my nose. It burns. Oh, God.
It burns. It burns.
In case this doesn't make it to the edit, I was sipping some vodka when he said that, and it went up my nose. Oh, God, it burns.
Oh, it burns. It burns so good.
It's cleaning out all the imperfections in my sinuses.
But yeah, as far as Destiny's 2, I actually got exactly what I was expecting. The exact same thing. So I wasn't let down.
Destiny 1 expansion pack.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, in terms of content, it seems like they're actually expanding more and adding more stuff. But in terms of story, we don't know yet because they've been kind of hush-hush on it. That's my main thing.
Well, you guys will find out next week.
They admit it. They like what is it? Luke Smith admitted that they didn't know what they were doing as far as the story was concerned in the first game. They were just literally just throwing crap out there and seeing what sticks. Like the main storyline was interesting, but it was the main story was like behind all these Grimoire cards that you had to read out of the game. And what they're doing in the second game is they're making a story, sticking to the story, and including all of the story in the game. If that makes sense.
What? I wasn't paying attention. I'm looking at the Willow official trailer number 2. And oh my god. Oh my god. Joanne Whaley is so freaking... But Joanne Whaley, man, Sorsha. Oof.
Willow 2, Willower.
Willow 2, Electric Boogaloo. Come on, that's the way it goes.
Willow 2, the Willowing.
I like that, the Willowing. Everybody turns to a tree.
But what about the actual important stuff today?
That I sold a bed in a box?
The important stuff. Come on.
We already talked about Game of Thrones.
No. The important stuff. Half-Life, man. Half-Life.
Oh,
No,
Half-Life 3.
oh my god, don't get me started on that. That's depressing. Oh my god.
Half-Life, man.
I don't understand.
It's not happening. It's not.
I don't understand why everyone is like, "Oh yeah, make it happen," and then like you have these people that are taking pictures of their computers and saying, "Oh look, Half-Life 3 is here in the code," and blah blah blah. It's like, no man, no. They're never gonna make a Half-Life 3, just like they're never gonna make a Left 4 Dead 3 or an any 3. It's
No,
like 3 doesn't exist
apparently it's been confirmed that they're not gonna make a Half-Life 3, and that's.
It's been confirmed since Half-Life 2 episode 65 came out.
Except episode 2, and no, the thing is, episode 2 ends on a cliffhanger. How can you end such an epic series at a cliffhanger? You have to finish that off. What the fuck?
Half-Life 2, Episode 2, that's it.
And it's like to sit so long without even talking about it, like without resolving anything. That's the part that's like so freaking frustrating.
That's like serious trolling. Like, what the fuck is going on? You have, I mean, it defies freaking what's it? Supply and demand. There is a bunch of demand. Make the supply. We want this game. You could give us shit with inside a box that says H3, and we will freaking buy it because we want a conclusion. It could be a freaking nice runny, heap of dog shit, and we would buy it because we just want to know what happens.
And now we do know, because with that writer that left Valve, he just said, you know what? I wrote this. I'm going to put it out there. So why not?
Yeah, but great. The thing is, it's one thing reading it, and it's another thing playing it, and that goes into the whole video games as a medium of storytelling. I mean, Half-Life was a great one.
Doesn't Valve have a motto or a work strategy where?
Oh yeah, wait freaking 20 years till you make a sequel to a game.
No. Where they work on a game for a certain amount of time, whether it only has one part or if they decide to make a 2-part, like with Left 4 Dead and Half-Life 2, where I don't know about the Half-Life games, but like Left 4 Dead came out in 2008, and then Left 4 Dead 2 came out in 2009. They were only like a year apart. So I think they have a motto where where they don't keep going with a game, they try and create new content. So like they don't stay stuck in one game. Like I think that's their motto. I think that was their motto.
That could be your motto all you want, but if I was a business person, and I am, and I have an audience clamoring for an item, mm-hmm. I will freaking provide that item, because you know what's going to happen when I provide that item? I'm going to make a shitload of money.
Yeah, but I don't think it's the money for them, because I mean, look at them.
It's all about money, dude. It's all about right now they could freaking put a cat in a box and say this is Half-Life 3, and millions will buy the cat shit in a box.
Well, we'll see. That's what I'm talking about. I didn't mean like I don't think they need the money. I mean, look at everything else that they're making. All of these deals, all of these third-party games that they have. Money is just coming in by the freaking cargo bob load. I mean, it's by helicopter. But ridiculous.
Imagine it comes in by the cargo goblo, the helicopter, and every other mode of transportation, both real and unreal.
Vehicle,
Model Ts, Galaxy class starships for the Federation.
Yes,
everything. One-ups. I mean.
Yeah, it's coming in by the truckload, so they're like, whatever. I mean, yeah, they can bank nasty to where they can all like retire 4 times, but for whatever reason they decide, no, we're going to move on and create more and better content, or not more and better content, but like more and new content.
Valve, make Half-Life 3. Make it now.
He's lost his damn mind.
I'm sorry. I have difficulty living in a reality in which they actually gave up on Half-Life and like leave it where it is.
It's like everyone there is a freaking requirement. A requirement to work in Valve is that you can only count up to 2.
No, but did you actually read what he wrote for episode 3?
I breezed through some of the story. And I mean, it looks like it could have been good.
Oh my god, it was going to be so good. I don't even know how they were going to technically be able to do it, but it sounded like it was going to be so much freaking fun.
They said it was going to be a combination of like a haunted house, and a portal.
No, I'll give you the gist of it.
Time traveling.
Yeah, basically. So they find out that ship, the one that you end up seeing in Portal, is in Antarctica, and then they go to Antarctica to go find the ship, and they find.
You mean the one you see in episode 2?
Yeah, the one that it's phasing in and out of existence.
Exactly. Yeah. It's in time. It's stuck in a time.
And then they find out that it's not only dimensions, but it's time. And they don't know where, when, or like where it's teleporting to. So then they manage to do a little bit of an experiment to make it lock down long enough so that they can get on the ship. And then the plan is to either recover the ship or to use it as a weapon to go destroy the mother base.
The Combine.
And then, the Combine's mother base. And then Gordon's like, he basically, long story short, he gets to the end of it, and when they're about to use it as a weapon, he realizes, holy crap.
Spoilers!
Then he realizes there's no way that this is going to happen. That these guys are way too strong, and this isn't going to do anything to them. So, oh my god. It just, like, I'm
Isn't
here
that the
trying
reason
to fight
why?
this priest.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
I still think...
wasn't that the reason why they were making why they were developing the portal gun, since it all ties in together?
Yeah,
it was Aperture.
But Aperture and Black Mesa were. I mean, it was yes, they were supposed to bridge together. Half-Life and Portal were supposed to connect at one point, and everybody was thinking it was going to be during Half-Life 3. And now that apparently is not happening. And ¿por qué? Why?
Oh my god, that's awesome!
I agree.
This character, I never play Hearthstone with. I never play this game with audio, and there's a new character that they just put in called the Bone
about
Baron.
Hearththone? Fuck you, man.
Yeah, he's playing.
Fuck
he's
you
still
and your
playing
Hearthstone.
Look,
Fuck your stones.
there's this-
Fuck your
No, I'm not
Hearth.
going to look. I'm gonna play
In the
Path of
new
Exile.
expansion,
I
they
know,
put in
right?
a
I'm gonna play
character.
Think about
listen.
having your unfriends on Path of
They
Exile.
put in a character called the Bone Baron.
No, shut
And
up. We're playing Danny and I are playing Path of Exile.
When you
right now.
kill the Bone Baron,
Fuck the Bone Baron.
or
Fuck
I don't
him
know
and
if
his
when
bones.
you kill him or
Fuck
when
the
you put
bone
him
marrow.
into the thing. Either you
Suck
play
the
him or
bone
you kill
marrow.
him, he yells, "Witness me!"
That's awesome.
But does
That's
he
awesome.
spray?
Like, oh,
Does he
this is
spray
fucking
silver
gorgeous.
paint? Does he spray silver paint in his mouth before he does it?
Oh god,
That's the only way
I
it
think, look,
counts.
David, that's going to be our shtick when we play Left 4 Dead 2 and we do something crazy. Witness me!
Oh shit, that was great.
Witness me is great. Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. How good that was.
ride in Valhalla eternal, shiny and chrome.
Well, that wraps it up. Thanks for joining us. This has been the Hardcore Casuals podcast. We're three childhood friends whose motto is just good enough. We're hardcore about a variety of topics, but too casual to be experts at any of them. Be sure to join us next time on this journey of mediocrity. I'm David.
I'm Adrian.
I'm Danny.
Until next time.
I'm thinking
Why aren't you starting the show yet?
We have.
did!
We're in the show. We're in now. We can't go back to then. We missed
What will
it.
then be now?
You missed
Now.
it. Then will not be now. We're at now.
So how do we get back to then?
You can't.
Why?
We missed it.
When?
Just now.
Actually, we missed it like 5 minutes ago.
I gotta be honest, I stopped listening because I started reading an article and then I just came back and I heard floppy turds. and
You can make it just the right moment.
and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to my article. Oh man, this guy's an idiot.
I know, right? No. I'm seeing it from like 2 angles. Now it's just frozen.
Put it away. Put it away.
Put it away.
Well, the rest of it. This has been the Cardcore Casuals.
Hello, welcome to the Hardcore Casuals podcast.
Yeah,
the podcast
you know what,
with
David-
a working class geek that's too hardcore to be casual, but too casual to be hardcore. I'm drunk as fuck right now.
I'm David.
And I'm Danny. Finally, he said he was David. You know,
we got it. Cut that and put it in.
this is the first time he said I'm David.
Childhood friends whose motto is just good enough. We're casual about topics, but we're hardcore about topics. What is that?
A variety of topics. What the hell are you doing?
Well, that about wraps it up. This has been the Hardcore Casuals podcast.
Keep laughing, you dickwad.
Yes, I'm just getting texts. I'm getting this shit. Yeah, I'm going to turn this off.
Go spirit finger yourself.